Welcome back to Crafting Made Simple. Today, we're exploring a world where technology meets heartfelt gifting,
Ooh.
3D printed presents.
Mhm.
And before we get started, if you're loving what you hear, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter. We've got loads more crafty inspiration headed your way. And you can find the sign-up link in the show notes or over at paperflowdesigns.com. Now picture this. You're looking for a gift that's unique, personal, and says, I put thought into this. 3D printing might sound intimidating,
Right.
but we're here to show you how surprisingly simple it can be, even for beginners.
What's fascinating about this is how 3D printing is shifting from something purely technical to a way to express creativity and personal connection. It's no longer just about the technology itself, but about what you can do with it.
Absolutely. We're going to be diving into a blog post from Paperflow Designs called 10 Easy 3D Gifts to Make in 6 Minutes for Your Girlfriend. Now, I'm intrigued by that 6-minute promise,
Yeah.
but I'm also a bit skeptical. Can we really create impressive gifts that quickly?
Well, while 6 minutes might be a bit of an exaggeration for most projects, the article does a fantastic job of breaking down the process into manageable steps. It highlights the fact that you don't need to be a tech whiz to create something truly special with a 3D printer.
So it's more about the accessibility than the speed. That's reassuring for those of us who are just dipping our toes into the 3D printing world. But before we get to those awesome gift ideas, let's talk about the tools of the trade. What are the essentials we need to get started?
The first thing you'll need, of course, is a 3D printer. The blog post specifically mentions the Snapmaker Artisan, which is known for its versatility.
Okay, that makes sense. We got our printer. What else?
Next, you'll need the digital blueprints for your creations. Those are called design files. You can either find pre-made ones on websites like Etsy or Design Bundles, or learn to design your own, though that can be a bit more time-consuming, especially when you're starting out.
I'm already feeling overwhelmed by the thought of designing my own. Pre-made files sound like a great option for beginners like me. So we've got the printer and the design. Now what?
Well, the printer needs something to actually build with, right? That's where filament comes in. Think of it as the ink for your 3D printer. It comes in a wide variety of materials and colors, allowing for tons of creative possibilities.
So filament is the building block of our 3D printed masterpiece. And I'm guessing we need somewhere stable to work.
You got it. A sturdy work table is crucial. You don't want your printer wobbling around during the printing process and potentially messing up your creation.
Okay, so we've got a 3D printer, design files, filament, and a solid work table. Now comes the fun part, the gift ideas. This blog post has 10 unique 3D printed presents, and I'm eager to dive into them. Let's start with the first one, the Ferris wheel photo holder. What makes this one so special?
What stands out to me about the Ferris wheel photo holder is that it's not just a static object, it's interactive, and it evokes a sense of nostalgia. Imagine gifting someone this miniature Ferris wheel, each little carriage holding a cherished photo. It's a real conversation starter, and it shows that you put thought and effort into creating something unique.
I love that idea. It's so much more personal than just giving a framed photo. Okay, what's next on our list of awesome 3D printed gifts?
Next up, we have the UFO spaceship keychain. This one is just pure fun and whimsy. It's perfect for someone who appreciates the quirky side of life. And just like the Ferris wheel photo holder, it's a great way to add a personal touch to an everyday item.
I can already think of a few friends who would love that. Okay, I'm ready for the next one.
This one is for the bookworm in your life, the 3D printed butterfly bookmark. It's both beautiful and practical. You can customize the design, adding intricate details to the butterfly's wings, or personalizing it with the recipient's initials.
Okay, that is beautiful. It would make reading even more enjoyable. What else do we have?
If you're looking to create a romantic ambiance, the romantic candle holder is an excellent choice. Imagine a candlelit dinner with this personalized touch. It's sure to impress.
That sounds lovely and so versatile. You could use it for anniversaries, Valentine's Day, or just a cozy night in. Okay, on to the next gift idea.
Next, we have the personalized 3D printed pen holder. It's a practical gift that also serves as a stylish addition to any desk. You can personalize it with the recipient's name, a favorite quote, or even a fun design that reflects their personality.
I like how it combines practicality with that personal touch. What's next?
Speaking of practicality, how about a personalized LED flash USB cable? Not only will your loved one never lose their charger in the dark again, but it also has that added element of personalization. You can choose their favorite color for the LED light, and even add their name or a fun little message.
What a great idea. I always lose my charger in the dark. What other creative gifts do we have?
This next one is both creative and eco-friendly. 3D printed vases for upcycled bottles. It's amazing how you can transform ordinary plastic bottles into works of art with 3D printing. You simply design a custom base that fits snugly onto the bottle, and voila! You have a unique and sustainable gift.
I love the idea of upcycling and giving those bottles a new life as beautiful vases. What's next?
For those who love to entertain, we have laser-cut stir sticks, or in this case, a 3D printed version. They add a touch of whimsy and personalization to any gathering. You can create themed stir sticks for different occasions, or personalize them with guests' names for a special touch.
That's such a fun idea. It's
Ah,
all about those little details that make a party memorable. What else do we have?
Hydration is essential, and the personalized Stanley Tumbler nameplate makes staying hydrated even more stylish. You can design a custom nameplate that fits perfectly on the favorite Stanley tumbler, adding a touch of personality to their everyday routine. And as a bonus, they'll never accidentally grab the wrong tumbler again.
I can see these being really popular. Okay, what's our final gift idea?
Last but not least, we have the DIY graphic 3D printed earrings. These are perfect for the fashion-forward friend who loves to make a statement. The possibilities for customization are endless. You can create unique designs, incorporate their favorite colors, or even personalize them with their initials.
I love how 3D printing allows you to create such unique and personalized jewelry. It really opens up a world of possibilities. And what's so inspiring about all of these gift ideas is how much thought goes into them. It's not just about the object itself, but about the effort you put into creating something truly special for someone you care about.
Mm-hmm. It really speaks to the growing trend of DIY and personalized gifts. It's about creating something that reflects your relationship with the recipient and showing them that you care enough to put in the time and effort.
That's such a great point. It's not just about the gift itself, it's about the thought and intention behind it.
Hmm.
But I'm curious, the blog post mentions that these are easy gifts to make in 6 minutes. Realistically, how long does it take to create something like the Ferris wheel photo holder or the butterfly bookmark?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, 6 minutes is a bit of a marketing tactic. The actual printing time depends on the complexity and size of the design, the type of 3D printer you're using, and even the type of filament. A simple keychain might print in an hour or two, while something more intricate like the Ferris wheel could take several hours or even a whole day.
So it's important to factor in that printing time when planning your 3D printed gifts. You don't want to start a project the day before a birthday and end up scrambling to finish.
Exactly. And that's another thing the blog post addresses really well. It encourages people to do their research and understand the different aspects of 3D printing before diving in.
Speaking of research, I bet a lot of people are wondering about the personalization aspect. Can you really add names, messages, or custom designs to these gifts?
Absolutely. That's one of the most exciting things about 3D printing. Many design files are customizable, allowing you to add those special touches that make a gift truly unique. Think about adding your girlfriend's name to a heart on the Ferris wheel photo holder, or engraving a special date on the romantic candle holder. The possibilities are practically endless.
It's like taking personalization to a whole new level. You're not just choosing a pre-designed product, you're actively involved in shaping and customizing it. That's pretty amazing. But before I get carried away with all the fun stuff, I have to ask about safety. Is it safe to use 3D printed items for things like jewelry or kitchen gadgets?
That's a very valid concern, and the blog post does touch on it. Safety and durability really depend on two key factors: the materials you use and the finishing techniques. For example, if you're making earrings, you want to choose filaments that are specifically designed for skin contact and won't cause any irritation. And for anything that will come in contact with food, you need to make sure the materials are food safe.
That makes sense. So it's not just about picking any random filament, it's about doing your research and understanding the properties of different materials.
Exactly. And there are also various finishing techniques you can use to smooth out rough edges, seal porous surfaces, or even add a protective coating. It's all about taking those extra steps to ensure your creations are both safe and durable.
I'm really glad the blog post highlights these important considerations. It shows that they're committed to providing helpful and responsible information to their readers.
And remember, this blog post is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to 3D printing. There are so many other resources available online, including forums, tutorials, and even online courses where you can learn more about different 3D printing technologies, design software, and advanced techniques.
It's like opening up a whole new world of crafting possibilities. Imagine creating custom phone cases, keychains with inside jokes, or even personalized cookie cutters.
The possibilities are truly endless. And it's not just about gifts either. You can use 3D printing to create practical items for your home prototypes, for new inventions, or even replacement parts for things that break.
I'm already getting so many ideas. But for now, let's stick to the amazing gift ideas from the Paperflow Designs blog post. And for our listeners who want to learn more, where can they find this treasure trove of 3D printed goodness?
You can find the full blog post, including links to the supplies you'll need to get started over on their website at paperflowdesigns.com. We'll also include a link in the show notes for easy access.
Perfect. And speaking of resources, don't forget to subscribe to the Crafting Made Simple newsletter for more DIY inspiration and project ideas. We've got so much more in store for you, from step-by-step tutorials to insightful interviews with crafting experts.
We're all about empowering you to explore your creativity and create something amazing. So what are you waiting for? Dive into the world of 3D printing and discover the joy of making personalized gifts that will truly wow your loved ones.
This has been such an inspiring conversation. It's amazing to see how technology like 3D printing can be used to create something so personal and meaningful. It's no longer just about mass production. It's about putting your heart and soul into a creation that truly reflects your relationship with the recipient. It really makes you rethink those generic gifts we often grab out of convenience. What if we could shift our mindset and think about gifting in a more personalized way?
That's the beauty of it. It's about moving away from mass-produced items and embracing the unique, the handmade, the thoughtful. And 3D printing is such a powerful tool for that.
I'm already thinking about birthdays, holidays, anniversaries. No more scrambling for last-minute gifts. Imagine creating a 3D printed keepsake for a friend who's moving away.
Yeah.
Or a custom phone stand for your dad just because.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be tied to a specific occasion. It's those small gestures that often mean the most. And with 3D printing, you can make them even more personal and unique.
It's like you're taking the time to say, I know you, I appreciate you, and I wanted to create something special just for you. And that message comes through loud and clear with a personalized 3D printed gift.
It's about the thought, the effort, and the creativity you pour into it. And the recipient can feel that. It's a tangible expression of your care and connection.
So as we wrap up our exploration of 3D printed gifts, I want to leave our listeners with a challenge. What other creative applications of 3D printing can you envision for personalized gifts? What unique ideas are bubbling up in your mind?
Think about the passions and interests of your loved ones. What could you create that would truly speak to them? Maybe it's a custom chess set for your grandpa who loves the game, or a miniature model of their dream car.
Or a 3D printed replica of their favorite childhood toy, or a personalized planter shaped like their pet. The possibilities are truly endless, and we can't wait to see what you come up with.
And if you need some inspiration, remember to check out the Paperflow Designs blog post. They have all the details on those 10 amazing gift ideas, plus links to supplies you'll need to get started.
And don't forget to sign up for the Crafting Made Simple newsletter for even more DIY inspiration and project ideas. We've got so much more in store for you.
Thanks for joining us on this crafting adventure.
Until next time,